A neighbor's husband saw something that made him cancel his doctor's visit. It was a quiet Tuesday morning, the kind where the world feels still, like it's holding its breath. The street was silent, no hum of cars or chatter of early risers. He stood at his gate, phone in hand, ready to call the clinic for a checkup he'd been dodging for weeks. His finger was close to pressing the call button when he glanced toward her house and saw something that made his heart skip. His hands shook, his breath caught, and he froze. Without a word, he canceled the appointment, turned back, and locked his door. He hasn't looked at your house the same way since. Whatever he saw wasn't just strange, it left a mark on him. A quiet warning he can't shake. It was 9:14 a.m. The sky heavy with gray clouds, the usual morning sounds missing. No birds sang, no dogs barked, just an eerie quiet. The man, usually steady, felt a chill run down his back as he stepped outside. There, near the old banyan tree by your fence, stood a figure. It wasn't moving, wasn't speaking, just there, in a way that felt wrong. It looked almost human but not quite, like a shadow with no source. He thought it might be someone waiting for a delivery or checking an address, but the way it stood too still, had tilted slightly toward her how as he made his stomach twist. He whispered something under his breath, maybe a name, maybe a prayer, and took a step forward. The figure didn't budge, didn't blink, didn't seem to breathe. A dog down the street started barking wildly, its howls slicing through the silence. The man's hands trembled as he backed away, slamming the gate shut. He didn't call the clinic. He didn't tell his wife. He just sat inside, staring at the floor, his mind stuck on what he'd seen. It wasn't meant for him. It was tied to you. That night, something odd happened. At exactly 11:11 p.m. Lights in 5 houses on your street flickered for a moment. Most people blamed a power surge and forgot about it. But your house and his stayed steady, no flicker at all. Whispers started spreading. Someone noticed a small pile of dried twigs tied with black thread under a stone by your gate. Nobody touched it. The street cleaners, usually quick to sweep up, walked past it, eyes down. The stray cat that used to curl up on your steps hasn't been seen since. It's like something heavy settled over your house, something nobody wants to name. The neighbor's husband is different now. He avoids your street, taking the long way to the store. His wife says he's quiet, always holding a pencil or a scrap of paper. He's been drawing strange shapes, lines that loop into nothing, eyes with no faces. One sketch showed your house, but with a window where there's only a wall. He won't talk about it, even when she begs. But she's starting to feel it too, a pull toward your place she can't explain. The next morning, strange birds appeared. Not the usual sparrows or crows, but dark, smoky-colored ones that perched on the wires above your house. They didn't chirp, didn't scatter. They just sat, watching, moving only when they all moved, like they shared one mind. A kid nearby swore he saw one dive toward your window and vanish, like it melted into the glass. The mailman's been off too. Your letters show up late, some opened, some sent to the wrong address. He says it's a glitch, but he stares at your doorstep too long, like he's waiting for something to appear. There's a woman 3 houses down, always keeping her windows shut. Lately, she's been too friendly, waving when you pass, asking about small things. Yesterday, she stopped you to ask about a lost package, her voice soft but her eyes sharp, looking you over like she's searching for something. It felt off, like she was testing you. You shrugged it off, but the feeling stuck, a tightness in your chest. This isn't random. Something's building around you, like a plan taking shape. The neighbor's husband saw the first piece, but others are caught in it too. The woman across the street, who used to keep to herself, now watches you from her porch, her smile too tight. She's part of it, even if she denies it. Somebody, maybe her, maybe someone closer, is messing with the air around you. It's subtle, like a breeze you can't see, but it's real. You've felt it, haven't you? Your dreams are too vivid now, filled with faces you don't know but feel like you should. Some spots in your house feel cold, even when the sun's out. At night, there's a faint buzz in your ears, not the sound, but like the air's trying to whisper. Things move via your keys, end up on the wrong table, a cup shifts on the counter. You locked your gate last night, you know you did, but this morning it was open a crack. You checked your camera, but there's a 5-second gap at 2:53 a.m. A blank spot that doesn't belong. The neighbor's husband tried to tell his wife, but she thought he was tired, maybe sick. She was wrong. He's not imagining it. He wakes up every night at 3:33, heart pounding, reaching for a pencil. He writes numbers 313, 606, 888 like they mean something he can't understand. Last night, he woke up muttering about a lock with no key. His wife recorded it, her hands shaking when she played it back. The words weren't clear, but they were about your house, about the dirt under your porch. Something's trying to reach you. It's not just the figure by the tree, though that was the first sign. It's in the way the air feels heavy when you step outside, the way strangers slow down near your gate. Last week, a delivery guy left a box at your door, but it wasn't yours. Your name was on it, but the address was wrong, a place that doesn't exist. When you called to report it, the line went dead. The next day, the box was gone. There's an older woman at the end of the street, always wearing a scarf, even in the heat. She's been seen near your gate at dusk, walking slow, her fingers moving like she's tracing something in the air. Her shadow lingers longer than it should. She's part of this, even if she'd never say so. Someone taught her old ways, things done with just a thought and a name of your name. The neighbor's husband started praying again, something he hasn't done in years. He burns sage in his yard, but it doesn't help. The smoke drifts toward your house, like it's drawn there. He's drawn your gate now, with odd symbols around it, circles inside triangles, lines like cracks. He doesn't know what they mean, but he can't stop. His wife found a drawing with your name in the center, circled by what looked like smoke. She tore it up, but he drew it again the next night. You've noticed things too, right? Your reflection in the mirror seems off sometimes, like it moves a second too late. Your phone buzzes with no notification. The clock in your kitchen skips a minute sometimes. Last night, you heard a sound at top, tap, tap, like fingers on a window. You checked, but nothing was there. The room felt small, like someone had just left. This isn't about being afraid. It's about seeing what's happening. Something's circling you, testing you. It's not here to hurt you, not yet, but it wants something, maybe your attention, maybe your energy, maybe something tied to your house or the land. Long ago, someone lived where you do, someone who knew how to open doors that should stay closed. They left, but what they didn't. The banyan tree's roots go deep, holding secrets, deals, mistakes. The figure the neighbor saw wasn't standing up, it was rising from the ground. The woman with the scarf left something last night. You didn't see it, but it's a small black stone by your mailbox, half buried. It's not a gift, it's a marker. Someone's trying to tie something to you, to your place. The neighbor's husband feels it too. That's why he stays inside after dark. He says the air feels wrong, like it's waiting for something to step through. His wife heard him say your name in his sleep, 3 times, each quieter, like he was talking to something else. You're not alone. Others are watching, not all of them people. The birds are still there, staring when you step outside. A kid drew a picture of a house with no doors, surrounded by dark shapes. When her mom asked who lived there, she pointed to your gate. The picture's gone, but the kid keeps singing a tune nobody taught her, a tune that makes the air feel heavy. Your house feels different now. The floor creaks in new spots. Your dreams stick with you, full of faces that seem like memories but aren't. Last night, you saw a shadow move fast in the corner of your eye. When you looked, it was gone, but the room felt tighter. You checked the locks, the windows, but the feeling didn't go away. The neighbor's husband is talking to someone now, a man who lives far out, who knows old ways. He's not a priest, just someone who listens to things others don't. The neighbor's bringing his drawings, his numbers, his dreams. The man gave them salt to sprinkle around his house, but it didn't work. The salt turned dark by morning, like something walked through it. You need to act. This isn't about Toteleza, it's about keeping your space yours. The energy around you is being pushed, pulled, tested. Someone, maybe the woman with the scarf, maybe someone closer, is trying to pull you into something they don't fully understand. The figure by the tree wasn't a person. It was a sign, a break in what's real and what's hidden. The neighbor saw it because he was there at the wrong time, but it's about you. Tonight, take some salt and sprinkle it by your door, just a thin line. Put a small mirror by your gate, facing out, not to show you, but to push back what's trying to come in. Don't say your name out loud after midnight, not for a week. If you hear a knock at 2 soft taps, then a pause, you don't open the door. Whoever's there isn't what they seem. The neighbor's husband is caught in this, but you're the key. He saw the figure, but it was watching you. His drawings, his whispers, his fear, they're all about you. He doesn't sleep now, waking at 3:33 a.m. waiting for something to speak. Last night, he heard a voice say your name, low and clear. He hasn't told his wife, but she's scared. She locks the bedroom door now, not for him, but for something else. The woman with the scarf was by the tree again, just before dawn. She didn't leave a stone this time, just footprints a bare, deep, like she was carrying something heavy. They stopped at your gate. The camera didn't catch her, but it caught a flicker, like heat in the air, where she stood. The footage cut out for 3 seconds, and when it came back, your gate was open. You're not imagining things. The heaviness in your shoulders, the buzz in your ears, the way your dreams feel like warnings up, it's real. Someone's reaching for you, not with words, but with energy. The neighbor's husband saw the start, but you're the center. The birds, the stone, the drawings, the open gate, they're all part of something closing in. But you're not helpless. You have strength, more than they know. The figure didn't come to hurt you, it came to test you. And you're still here. The woman 3 houses down, the one who asked about the package, she's been on the phone late at night, talking quietly, saying your name. She doesn't know you're noticing. The delivery guy's acting strange too, leaving bags far from your door, like he's scared to get close. Yesterday, he dropped a bottle of milk and didn't clean it up, just left, hands shaking. This is bigger than your street, bigger than the tree or the figure. It's about you, something you carry without knowing. Maybe your name, maybe your presence, maybe something tied to the house or the land. The neighbor's husband saw it to warn you, but he's too scared to speak. His wife's starting to believe, but it's late. The energy's already moving. You've seen numbers, right? 111, 444, 777, on clocks, receipts, signs. They're not random. They're signs you're waking up to something bigger. The woman with the scarf knows it. That's why she watches, why her smile feels wrong. She's not alone. Someone you talked to recently asked something too personal. You answered without thinking, but now you feel like you gave something away. The neighbor's husband is burning his drawings now. They scare him, but he can't stop making them. Last night, he drew your face, but it wasn't right. Eyes too big, too bright, like they saw something you haven't. He tore it up, but the pieces are in his trash, waiting. His wife heard him whisper about a door that opens the wrong way. She doesn't know what it means, and she's not sleeping anymore. Protect yourself now. This isn't about fear, it's about your strength. The figure, the birds, the stone, the open gate, they're pulling at you, but you can push back. Burn some sandalwood incense tonight, let the smoke move through your house. Sprinkle salt in the corners, not just the door. Cover any bedroom mirrors before you sleep. Don't answer the phone after midnight for 3 days. The voice might not be human. The neighbor's husband is meeting the man outside down again tomorrow, bringing his drawings. He wants answers but fears what he'll hear. He's seeing the figure again, not by the tree, but in reflections of his car window, his door. It's just watching, waiting for you to notice. You're not alone. You have light, stronger than they think. The figure, the birds, the woman with the scarf, they can't take it if you don't let them. But you need to act now. The salt, the incense, the mirror, they're not just things to do. They're ways to hold your space. The neighbor's husband saw the break in the world, but you can close it. The woman across the street, the one with the tight smile, has been leaving her house at strange times. Last night, she stood by the curb, staring at her gate for 15 minutes before walking away. Her hands moved in odd patterns, like she was drawing something in the air. A neighbor's dog barked at her, then stopped suddenly, like it was told to be quiet. This morning, you found a single feather on your doorstep, black and shiny, too perfect for any bird around here. It wasn't there last night. The air around your house feels heavier now, like it's carrying a secret it can't let go. People avoid your eyes when they pass by. Conversations stop when you get close. Kids don't play on your street anymore. Their parents lock their doors earlier, pull their curtains tight. Something's coming, and they feel it too. The neighbor's husband has stopped eating after dark. He says food tastes wrong, like ash or metal. He's drawn your house again, this time with a shadow stretching over the roof, thin and long, like a hand reaching out. His wife found him standing in the yard at 4 a.m., staring at the banyan tree. He wouldn't say what he saw, but he hasn't gone near it since. She's scared now, not just for him, but for herself. She's started hearing things in whispers, not from him, but from the walls, the air. They sound like your voice, but you haven't said a word. You felt it too, haven't you? Time feels off, stretching or shrinking for no reason. Your shadow looks sharper sometimes, like it's trying to point at something. Last night, you woke up to a smell faint, like burnt leaves or damp earth. It was gone by morning, but the weight in your chest stayed. You checked your phone, and there was a missed call from a number you didn't know, no voicemail. No answer when you called back. The woman with the scarf was seen again, this time by the old well in the park. She was holding a small bundle, wrapped in cloth. A teenager saw her bury it, her hands quick and careful. He didn't tell anyone, but he hasn't gone near the park since. He said the air felt thick, like it pushed him away. He said your name when he told his friend, not because he knows you, but because it came to him, like it was planted. This isn't a game. It's a pull, a force that's been growing longer than you think. The neighbor's husband saw the edge of it, but you're at the heart. The figure by the tree wasn't human, wasn't a spirit, it was something older, something that knows your name. It's not here to destroy you, but it wants something you've carried without knowing. Maybe it's in your blood, maybe it's in the house, maybe it's in the words you've spoken without thinking. The neighbor's wife is starting to see it now. She's seen the drawings, heard the whispers, felt the cold spots in her house. She's stopped brushing it off. Last night, she found a note in her husband's pocket, written in a handwriting she didn't know. It was just your name, over and over. She burned it, but the smell of the smoke stuck to her clothes, sharp and bitter. She started watching your house differently, not curious, but nervous. She knows something's coming, and it's tied to you. You need to strengthen your space. Tonight, light a white candle and let it burn for 10 minutes in the middle of your house. Don't talk while it burns. Just listen. If the flame shakes, something's close. If it goes out, don't light it again, and not tonight. sprinkle turmeric across your windowsills, not just the door. It's not a fix, but it's a shield, a way to push back what's trying to settle. If you hear your name called, even softly, don't answer. Not for 3 nights. The neighbor's husband is fading. He's stopped sleeping, his eyes red, his hands stained with pencil marks. He's drawn your gate again, but now there's a figure behind it, taller, with eyes that don't blink. He showed it to the man outside town, who told him to stop drawing, stop writing, stop thinking about it. But he can't. He says your name is stuck in his head, like a song he didn't learn. He's not the one singing it, though. Something else is. The woman with the scarf hasn't come back, but her mark lingers. The stone by your mailbox is still there, untouched by the rain last night. The birds are growing a 6 yesterday, 9 today. They don't move when you're near, but they watch, heads tilting like they're weighing you. The kid who drew the house has stopped speaking. Her mom found her staring at the ceiling, her hands moving in the air, drawing shapes nobody can see. You're the center of this, but you're not alone. There's a light in you, stronger than they know. They're testing it, pushing it, but they can't take it, and not if you don't let them. The neighbor's husband saw the warning, but you're the one who can act. The salt, the candle, the turmeric are their tools, not answers. Your real power is in seeing, in knowing, in standing firm. You've felt it, you've seen it, and now you know it's real. Tomorrow, someone will knock on your door. Someone you know, someone you trust. They'll have an excuse, a question, a package, a favor. But their eyes will show it. They'll look too long, too deep, like they're searching. Don't let them in. Tell them to come back later, and watch what they do when they leave. If they pause, if they look back, they're part of it. The neighbor's husband knows, but he's too deep to warn you himself. His drawings are his way of shouting, but nobody's listening except you. The air around your house is thick now, like it's waiting again. The banyan tree moves when there's no breeze. Shadows stretch longer, even in daylight. You're not imagining it. You're not losing it. You're awake. And that's what they fear most. If you're touched by this story and want to support more, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support with a super thanks, with contributions up to $30. The neighbor's husband has started hearing things now, not just in his sleep, but during the day. Soft taps, like fingers on wood, coming from inside his walls. He checks, but there's nothing there. His wife hears it too, but she pretends it's the house settling. She's scared to admit it's something else. Last night, she found him sitting by the window, staring at your gate, his hands gripping a pencil so tight it snapped. He didn't notice. He was whispering numbers at 222, 555, 999A over and over, like a chant he didn't choose. The woman 3 houses down was seen again, this time near the park at dusk. She was carrying a small bag, heavy, like it held stones. A kid saw her drop something by the fence, something small and wrapped in cloth. He didn't go near it, but he told his friend it felt like the air was pushing him away. He said your name when he told the story, not because he meant to, but because it slipped out. Your house feels different now, like it's listening. The air inside is heavier, like it's holding a secret. You've noticed the way your phone screen flickers sometimes, showing a call you didn't make. Last night, you woke up to a sound, a low hum, like someone breathing too close. You checked every room, but nothing was there. The air felt thick, like it was waiting for you to move. The neighbor's husband is meeting the man outside down again tomorrow. He's bringing his drawings, his numbers, his fear. The man told him last time to burn sage and salt, but it didn't work. The sage smoke curled toward your house, and the salt turned black by dawn. He's drawn your face again, but it's not you. Eyes too wide, mouth too still, like it's watching something you can't see. His wife found the drawing and hid it, but he drew another one. You need to hold your ground. Tonight, burn a stick of incense, sandalwood or cedar, and let the smoke fill every corner of your house. Sprinkle salt by your windows, not just the door. Cover any mirrors in your bedroom before you sleep. Don't answer the phone after midnight for 3 days. The voice on the other end might not be real. The woman with the scarf was seen again, this time by the riverbank at dawn. She was holding a small jar, filled with something dark. A jogger saw her pour it into the water, her hand steady but quick. He didn't tell anyone, but he hasn't run that path since. He said your name when he told his wife, not because he knows you, but because it came to him, like a word he didn't choose. This is bigger than you thought. The figure by the tree wasn't just a shadow up, it was a door, a crack in the world. The neighbor's husband saw it, but you're the one it's reaching for. The birds, the stone, the drawings, the open gate, they're all pieces of something bigger, something that knows your name. It's not here to break you, but it wants something, maybe your light, maybe your presence, maybe something buried in the ground beneath your house. The neighbor's wife is scared now. She's heard the taps, seen the drawings, felt the cold. She's stopped pretending it's nothing. Last night, she found a note in her husband's shoe, written in a handwriting she didn't know. It was your name, written 3 times. She burned it, but the smoke smelled wrong, like something alive. She's watching your house now, not curious, but afraid. She knows something's coming, and it's tied to you. You're the center of this, but you're not defenseless. Your light is stronger than they know. They're testing it, pushing it, but they can't take it, and not if you stand firm. The neighbor's husband saw the warning, but you're the one who can act. The incense, the salt, the mirrors are their tools, not fixes. Your power is in seeing, in knowing, in holding your ground. You've felt it, you've seen it, and now you know it's real. If you're moved by the story and want to support more, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support with a super thanks, with contributions up to $30. The neighbor's husband has started seeing the figure in his dreams now, not just in reflections. It's taller, its edge is blurry, like it's made of smoke. It doesn't speak, but it points always toward your house. He wakes up sweating, his hands reaching for his notebook. He's filled pages with sketches of your gate, your windows, your roof, each one more detailed, more wrong. His wife found one drawing with a hand reaching out of the ground, fingers curled like they're holding something. she didn't ask what it meant. She's too scared to know. The woman 3 houses down has been acting stranger. She's stopped waving, but she still watches, her eyes following you when you leave your house. Last night, she was seen near your gate, not touching anything, just standing there, her hands in her pockets. A neighbor saw her drop something small, like a coin, but when they looked, it was gone. The air around your gate felt heavy, like it was pushing them away. Your house is changing. The walls feel closer, the air thicker. You've noticed the way your lights flicker sometimes, just for a second, when you're alone. Last night, you heard a sound, a soft scrape, like something dragging across the floor. You checked every room, but nothing was out of place. The air felt heavy, like it was waiting for you to find something. The neighbor's husband is losing himself. He's stopped talking to anyone but the man outside town. He's drawn your house again, this time with a shadow covering the whole front, like a blanket. His wife found him standing in the kitchen at 2 a.m., staring at a glass of water, whispering your name. She tried to shake him, but he didn't move. She's started praying too, something she hasn't done since she was a kid. You need to protect yourself. Tonight, burn a stick of incense and let the smoke drift through every room. Sprinkle salt in the corners of your house, not just the door. Cover any mirrors before you sleep. Don't answer the phone after midnight for 3 days. The voice might not be what you think. The woman with the scarf was seen again, this time near the old bridge at dawn. She was holding a small cloth, tied with string. A fisherman saw her drop it into the water, her hands quick and careful. He didn't tell anyone, but he hasn't gone near the bridge since. He said your name when he told his friend, not because he knows you, but because it came to him, like a thought he didn't own. This is bigger than your street, bigger than the tree or the figure. It's about you, something you carry without knowing. The neighbor's husband saw it to warn you, but he's too deep to speak. His wife's starting to see it, but it's late. The energy's moving faster now. You've seen numbers, right? 222, 555, 999, on clocks, signs, receipts. They're not random. They're signs you're waking up to something bigger. The woman with the scarf knows it. That's why she watches, why her smile feels wrong. She's not alone. Someone you talked to this week asked something odd, something that felt too close. You answered, but now you feel like you lost something. The neighbor's husband is burning his drawings, but they keep coming back. Last night, he drew your face, but it wasn't you. Eyes too bright, mouth too wide, like it's seeing something you haven't. He tore it up, but the pieces are still there, waiting. His wife heard him whisper about a door that opens into nothing. She doesn't know what it means, and she's stopped trying to sleep. You're the center of this, but you're not alone. Your light is stronger than they know. They're testing it, pushing it, but they can't take it, and not if you stand firm. The neighbor's husband saw the warning, but you're the one who can act. The incense, the salt, the mirrors are their tools, not answers. Your power is in knowing, in seeing, in holding your ground. If you're touched by this story and want to support more, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support with a super thanks, with contributions up to $30.